Hi everyone, Brooke here at Potential Performance. Just want to make a couple of comments about oppositional defiance disorder or pathological demand disorder. So these are things that I'm seeing a lot of in school at the moment, and often there is trauma issues related to that, which I'll talk about at a different time. In regards to oppositional defiance disorder or ODD, I think one of the most heartbreaking things that I hear is that people going, so is that just caused by bad parenting? The answer is no. 10% of children or adolescents will actually develop ODD, and it's not something that being strict or tough love is actually going to change for them, because they're in a permanent state of fight or flight. Within that 10%, almost half of them will have ADHD or attention deficit disorder. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. ADD or ADHD. Where we want to go with these students is, first of all, have that understanding that a lot of what they're doing, they're not having control over. And we need to think about what type of consequences we're using for these kids. Things like a timeout are not going to work. They're going to be completely unsuccessful, because inside the brain, they're not understanding that they did anything wrong. Dr. Ray Levy talks about doing things like practice academies, and I'll go into that in a later video. But what I want to talk about at the moment is just really being aware of how you're talking with these kids, how you're explaining things to these kids, making sure that they have full knowledge and full understanding. They need to know why. You can't just tell them to do something, so give them the reason. You need to have a shower because otherwise germs will form on your body, and this is what happens, and let me show you a YouTube clip. That's actually going to have more impact than just telling them and getting into a huge argument about it, which could actually trigger. Using things like brain dead phrases, again coming from Dr. Ray Levy, where you keep your voice completely neutral, you keep your face neutral, your tone neutral, and you go, I see you're upset by this. You're validating their feelings, but without triggering anything more with it. This is a really complex issue and not one that can be discussed in such a short video, but it's something that I want to highlight and just start noticing what's going on with these kids. How do we calm them down? How do we control those butterflies and give them that support that they need? Because if we react in an angry way to the anger that they're responding to us, we're not going to get anywhere.